Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How is everybody doing? Vibely. I hope. It's your girl A to the ooh. So this is actually the second video I'm shooting today, but you know what? I'm trying to be consistent. Keep that energy consistent. Anyways, this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. It's basically about relationships and being young and trying to find love and trying to find your purpose and trying to find the right partner for you. So I am the queen of situationships. Oh my God. Literally 2 weeks in, I'm like, yeah, he seems like a lot of work ghost. Now, this is me who also, when I was a lot younger, used to be so into relationships. I wanted to be booed up and bayed up, so much so that I would tolerate a whole different level of bullshit from different guys because I like them so much. I've been single now for, we're in 2021. I've been single now for roughly a year. Yeah, I'm not saying they haven't been, so I'm talking to, yeah, some more, let's go to lunch, let's go to dinner, let's do this, let's do that. But your girl is single as the last Pringle in ShopRite. And I think this year was the year I learned and unlearned so much. I learned that, first of all, girl, boy, you do not need a single person to validate you. You do not need to be paired up with somebody. You do not need to be in a relationship to be your real self, to be your true self. That is the first thing I want anybody who watches this to get away from this. Relationships are great. They are amazing. It's lovely to have a partner, to have somebody who you talk to every day, to have somebody you go out with, somebody you connect with on so many levels. But my darling, there's also a very beautiful journey to be by yourself. Like a lot of us, especially in this age and time with technology, everybody posting up couple goals, me and Bae and me. First of all, 80% of those people, I know who they're sleeping with in this Lagos. Them relationships are not as lit and cute as you guys think, but I'ma shut up my dirty mouth because it ain't none of my business. But because of that pressure, I feel like a lot of us keep getting into very bad situations. And also that mindset of compromise. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It is a beautiful thing to compromise in a relationship if done right. But for the ladies especially, I feel like we all have a spirit within us, and it's the spirit of the devil, where a man will tell you, he will show you, he will prove to you that he is not ready for anything but knacks. But you get the coconut head, the hear word. In the boski, you will carry on there thinking you can change him. You cannot change any man, FYI. No man, unless he makes a conscious decision. If you like, put signboard. If you like, talk to friends. If you like, wash the bottom of his mother's bathroom. If he's not gonna wife you or be in a relationship with your girl, nothing you do is gonna change that. So always know this: if a man is not ready for a relationship, do not ever assume that anything you do or say or anyhow you act, no matter how well you fuck this nigga, he is not gonna change his mind. Once you know that, everything else should be clear. Now, second thing is, situationships are not a bad thing. You're young, you want to live your best life. You connect with this person, you're not necessarily looking out for more. That's great. But the thing with women is, a lot of times we tend to catch feelings a lot quicker than the guy because sex is involved. You romanticize little things he does, maybe out of politeness or out of just being a nice guy. In your head, oh my God, he bought me flowers, he must love me. Or maybe you just passed by the flower shop and was like, oh, I've not done anything for this baby in a while. Let's not be weird, he buys you flowers. But you in your head, oh my God, he must think I'm extra special. That's why he bought me flowers. No. So I think be very clear on what you want. If you say you want a situationship or you want to be FYBs, if you don't know what that means, friends with benefits, make that clear. And if somewhere down the line, maybe the deal is really good or the conversation is really good or you guys are hanging a lot and you start to like this person, you are an adult once you are past the age of 18, for God's sake. Communicate. Oh, look, oh, Oga. I'm starting to catch feelings. I know this wasn't the agreement, but where are you at? Do you think we can move this to a different level? Do you think a new level of commitment can come in? Do you think, you're most definitely not up for anything? Have that conversation with your partner, either as a babe or as a guy. Let them know so that you don't catch feelings for thin air, because when this guy is done, he will ghost you like Casper. Done. Third thing I would say is communicate. I sort of mentioned that just now. Be sure to say exactly what you feel, not what you think the other person wants to hear. I'm guilty of this one where I'm like, look, it seems like I'm bothering you. It seems like I'm nagging. My darling, nag him from the beginning till the end. If that is going to get your point across to him, make sure you communicate. If feelings have changed, if you no longer want to be there, or you want to be there even more, let this other person know. Worst case, pata, they say no, and you move on with your life. Heartbreak has not killed any. Actually, some people have died of a broken heart, but not in Lagos. And if you live in Lagos and you're watching this, then you are okay, you are all right. The next person is just down the road. Holla at the person. Fourth thing I would say is be honest with both yourself and your partner. Do you like flowers? Do you like food? Do you like to be giving the D a certain type of way? Tell all these things to whoever you are talking to. Don't say, oh, because society says, for example, women are not supposed to like flowers because it's not a Nigerian thing. You that likes flowers, you're not going to tell him, oh, I don't even used to get on people that don't used to send flowers. And if 1 year goes by, he doesn't send you flowers because the information you've given him is that you don't like flowers, you start to get upset. Like a bastard. Plain and simple. Men are very simple creatures. Whatever you tell them is what they take. They're not like women that will find 7 or 8 million meanings, or find the underneath meaning, or check under the carpet to see what you really mean. Niggas ain't got time for that. Boys do not have time for that. So be honest and say to yourself, this guy now, I know he's not the type I want to end up with, but I'm enjoying my time now. Be honest with yourself. Don't let yourself now fall into the category of, oh yeah, he's not good for me, but I'm going to stay. It turns into a toxic situation. A lot of times, a lot of women know that this boy is a fuck boy from the beginning of the hair on his head to the bottom of the heel of his feet. But it's like, oh no, I'm going to change him. Oh no, maybe I'm too picky. Honey, let your standards be higher than the clouds in the sky, and then add a ladder to that, because you are worth it. You are beautiful. You bring so much to the table. Well, if you bring so much to the table, don't be an okpo and be expecting Prince Charming. Let's be guided. And lastly, know when to walk away. A lot of relationships are so emotionally, physically, mentally, financially draining that you come out and you are like, is this me? A lot of times, a lot of us make sacrifices and compromises in relationships that we don't even know about until we come out of it. If it is not what you want, and you've had the conversation once, twice, 3 times, and your partner isn't changing, either the guy or the girl, walk the fuck away. Take your bags and leave. I know it's easier said than done, because there be some situations I'm still trying to leave, but trust me, you are the better for it. Your self-esteem comes back, your pride comes back. You start to feel like yourself again. You look at yourself, you're like, I'm actually the shiznit, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Because a lot of times your self-esteem is dwindling in a relationship when you're not happy. You are actually not happy. You are frustrated. You are angry. You can't concentrate. You can't move forward because what? Somebody's not picking up your call. Please, dear, don't stress me. This 2021. Don't stress me. I'm looking for money. I'm finding for business venture I can invest in. Don't be silly, dear. Really and truly, don't let the devil use you. So, loves, especially for people in their 20s dating in Lagos. These are a couple of tips that I know I have tested, and I know for a fact have worked in helping me identify what I want in a relationship and what I do not want. And also, if I do get into a relationship, things that I know will help me keep that relationship stable. Because, and keep in mind, all these tips I was giving, it is for 2 single people. Not a married man and you, not a married woman and you. Maybe you are somebody's boyfriend, because don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband. I'm not encouraging you to cheat on anybody, but sometimes you're in a relationship when you meet your wife. Never can tell. But every situation obviously is peculiar to itself. Nobody should say, Ada said, I beg in the name of God. Like I said, this channel is my personal views, my personal opinions, and should just be taken as such. You guys are amazing. I love you. You're strong. You're beautiful. You are light. You are hardworking. Nigeria will not kill us all in Jesus' name. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, to share, and of course, subscribe to my channel, because So much more content is coming. And that's on what period?